Today's video is very important and will increase your and my knowledge, so be sure to watch the video until the end. Bibi Zainab is revered in Islamic tradition as a symbol of strength, resilience, and fortitude. Her exemplary courage in the face of adversity has inspired generations. She is considered a role model, particularly for women, in their struggles against oppression. While Islam was the dominant religion, Kufa was also home to a diverse population that included Christians, Jews, and other religious groups prior to and during the Islamic conquests. However, by the time of Imam Hussein's arrival in Kufa, the city was primarily Islamic. Following the deaths of Hussein and the companions, Zainab took on the responsibility of caring for the children and mourning the loss of her loved ones. Instead of succumbing to despair, she displayed remarkable strength and resilience. The incident of Maidan Karbala, which took place in 680 CE, 61 AH, is a pivotal moment in Islamic history. It represents a struggle between justice and tyranny and has profound spiritual significance, especially within Shia Islam. The event marks the martyrdom of Imam Hussein ibn Ali, the grandson of the Prophet Muhammad, along with the members of his family and supporters. The backdrop to the Battle of Karbala involves the political climate of the Umayyad Caliphate under Yazid ibn Muawiyah. Yazid's rise to power was marked by his demand for allegiance from various Islamic leaders, including Imam Hussein. Hussein, who stood for justice, righteousness, and the true teachings of Islam, refused to pledge allegiance to Yazid, seeing his rule as corrupt and illegitimate. In response, Yazid ordered Hussein to appear in Kufa, a city in Iraq where many of his supporters resided. After receiving letters of support from the people of Kufa, Hussein set out with his family and loyal companions. However, upon reaching Karbala, Hussein and his group were intercepted by Yazid's forces, who blocked their access to water and supplies. On the 10th day of the Islamic month of Muharram, known as Ashura, the situation escalated. Faced with overwhelming odds, Hussein and his companions, including family members, defended their principles. Despite their valor and determination, Hussein and nearly all of his companions were martyred. The women and children, including Hussein's sisters, were captured and taken prisoner. Bibi Zainab bint Ali, the sister of Imam Hussein and daughter of Imam Ali and Fatima, the daughter of the Prophet Muhammad, played a critical and courageous role during and after the tragedy of Karbala. She was known for her intelligence, eloquence, and resilience. When the battle ended and her family was martyred, Zainab emerged as a leader, taking charge of the women and children of the camp. 1. Leadership during the battle. During the Battle of Karbala, Zainab remained at the camp and provided support to the fighters. Her presence offered emotional strength to the men and women of the camp. 2. After the martyrdom, following the deaths of Hussein and the companions, Zainab took on the responsibility of caring for the children and mourning the loss of her loved ones. Instead of succumbing to despair, she displayed remarkable strength and resilience. 3. Voice of Justice. When Bibi Zainab and the survivors were taken captive and brought before Yazid in Damascus, she became a powerful voice against tyranny. In her eloquent speeches, she recounted the atrocities that had occurred in Karbala, confronting Yazid and exposing his cruelty. Her speeches not only stirred the emotions of those present but also spread the truth about Hussein's stand against oppression throughout the Islamic world. After the events of Karbala, Bibi Zainab was forced to journey from Karbala to Kufa, and then to Damascus. This journey was arduous and filled with grief. Zainab walked for days, grieving the loss of her brother and companions, while being paraded as a captor. Despite the hardships, her spirit remained unbroken. 1. Arrival in Kufa. In Kufa, Zainab was met with sympathy and support from the people who were initially involved in inviting Hussein. Her presence would serve to renew hope among the oppressed and remind them of the sacrifice made by Hussein. 2. Confrontation in Damascus. In Yazid's palace, Zainab faced her brother's killer and demanded justice for the butchered family. Her powerful address not only condemned Yazid's actions but also rallied support for the cause of Hussein. She made sure that the message of Karbala, the values of sacrifice, justice, and standing against tyranny, were communicated far and wide. 3. Legacy. Bibi Zainab is revered in Islamic tradition as a symbol of strength, resilience, and fortitude. Her exemplary courage in the face of adversity has inspired generations. She is considered a role model, particularly for women, in their struggles against oppression. The incident of Karbala and the profound role of Bibi Zainab have left an indelible mark on Islamic history, embodying the struggle against oppression and injustice. Her leadership and powerful voice in the aftermath of the tragedy ensured that the message of Karbala would endure, inspiring countless individuals to uphold the values of justice, sacrifice, and faith. Through her resilience, Bibi Zainab not only honored the legacy of her brother Imam Hussein but also transformed the narrative of tragedy into a movement for change that resonates to this day. Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and give your valuable feedback by commenting. Thank you.